Okay. All right. Well, I'm really excited for all of you guys that are on the call tonight. We get to hear from Miss Katie Clark. A little bit about Katie. She actually, when she started her business, I believe she was just a kidnapper, wanted that beautiful kit, and didn't work her business for a little while. And hopefully I tell your story right, but one day she just got like a random order and was like, hey, that was kind of cool. And then decided to kind of do something with her business and just really took off. And she's always just been a really hard worker since then. I actually met her at an event in the area that we had done like after she'd already joined. That was the first time I met her, and she's just so good with the clients and sharing her business and doing it in a way that's not pushy or salesy, but helping them. And I just love that about her. And last year I got to see her really, put her nose to the grindstone when it came to earning that cruise. She did not give up. Like, she was there till like the 11th hour and the last minute, and didn't actually quite get it, but because of her perseverance, she did win a cruise giveaway and got to go on that cruise after all. And so that hard work paid off for her, and I was just so excited that she got to earn that. So today she's going to talk to us about VIP groups and how that can benefit you, how you can run it, and all of those great things. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Katie Clark.
Awesome. Thank you. And let me just say that cruise was kind of life-changing. So
Yay.
As a second chance was really, really amazing. So yes. And you told my story perfectly. Thank you.
Okay.
So I hope everyone's having an awesome Valentine's Day. Thanks for taking time out of your day to be on the call. And so I'm gonna be referring to notes so I don't skip over anything because I made some notes, but hopefully this is really beneficial to you. I'm sure a lot of you already run VIP groups. So maybe I will give you some little insights into things that you can do extra. And I really, really think that VIP groups are going to be an awesome way for us to help new girls get going, because it's an invaluable resource that if they can start off with a good VIP group, that's going to be something that's really great for them throughout their business. So with that, like I said, a VIP group is really awesome for launching a business. So you get a new girl signed up, you want her to do her launch party in a VIP group. So what she's going to do is add all of her girlfriends that are on Facebook to this VIP group. And if someone feels uncomfortable just adding people to a group, I know that has a little bit of a stigma with it nowadays. Lots of people are just getting added to group after group after group. It's fine to send someone a quick message and say, hey, I would love to add you to this group. Most people that you know personally, that you're friends with or your family, are not going to say no or not going to be upset if you add them to a group. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. And one thing that I like to do in my VIP group is make it so it's admin approved so that I can keep track of who I'm adding. And then I'll go into this later, but when you hold contests for your group members to add people, you want to keep track of who's adding members to your group. If you don't have one already, it's not too late to start one. Go through your Facebook friends list, add people that you think would love to be in your makeup group. And this is not going to be a continual salesy party like when we do our 10-day parties in events or groups. I do a lot of helpful tips. I do a lot of demo videos. I do a lot of interactive type posts. And I think we have a lot of fun in my VIP group. And I think the girls that are there like to be there and are happy to help me out with referrals and all that kind of thing. So I think it's really important to have a nice branded cover photo in your group, not just a stock company photo. That's so that when people are added to your group, they don't automatically think, oh, it's another, it's another unique group. It's another mascara group or whatever. I want them to see your face or my face when they join my group. Right now I have a picture of just my lashes up close, and I actually call it my beauty base group, not a VIP customer group, because I think that describes more what I'm trying to do there. That it's not just for customers, it's also for ladies that just want beauty advice and that kind of stuff. So a nice cover photo that kind of brands you. If you have your own logo already, that's awesome. That would be a great thing to put there. I have an introduction for myself pinned to the top of the group. It tells a little bit about me and my family and my journey with Younique. and just makes it a little bit more personable so that they know that it's a real person running this group and not just someone trying to make a sale. So I mentioned earlier that I do contests in my group, and the one that I love to do the most, and I try to only do it once a month so they don't get burned out, but that is the Add Your Friends contest. And the best way that I have found to run this is to make a post in the morning, usually on a Monday morning is good, saying who's ready for a contest, like this post if you want to have a contest. I wait for a certain number of likes just so that I know a few people. And that way you get people kind of, with the way the Facebook algorithms work, if they are liking your posts, they're more likely to see your posts later on during the day when you actually run the contest. So that's in the morning, and then sometime mid-afternoon or evening, you're going to post, add your friends if you would like to win such and such. And this is totally up to you. Sometimes I do product, sometimes I will do just a small gift card, Starbucks, Target. People go crazy over those little tiny gift cards. Like seriously, I did a $10 Target giveaway one time, and I think I doubled the size of my group that time. So you never know what people are going to respond to. So try different things. A lot of times it's great if you have, you know, for the past little while ramped up a certain product. I remember when the Shine Wipes had just come out, I'd been talking about those a lot, and then I did a giveaway of the Shine Wipes. And because people had already been excited about those because I'd been talking them up, that was a good giveaway that time as well. Another contest that I love to do is the Ask Me About My Business contest. Same thing, you're going to post in the morning, and that around 9 o'clock in the morning, say who's ready for another contest, you know, like this post, that again. And then what you do is you give entries for each question that people ask you about your business on that contest post. And that is a great segue and a good way to kind of dig into your group and find out who might be interested in the business side of things and what questions they have. And it's kind of amazing to find out who has questions, and people aren't going to necessarily join your team from that, but you will be able to do follow-up with them later on about that. So those are my two favorite contests to run. There are other ones that you can do. I love to run a flash sale in my VIP group. I don't know how many of you have done flash sales before, but I think the most important thing to remember about a flash sale is to make sure that it is a flash sale, that you're not ramping it up too far ahead of time. You don't want to post a week ahead of time, hey, I'm going to be running a flash sale, because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of flash, right? Some of you have probably done this already, but I love to break up collections and flash sale them, because then you're not out any money, any commission. If you're breaking up, for instance, the Cloud9 collection, you break it down into, I don't even remember what the amounts are right now, but the mascara is discounted a certain amount. When you buy the Cloud9, it's somewhere around 20% off or something like that, each product. So you list each product individually, mascara, the eyebrow stuff, the foundation, the palettes, all of that at the discounted price. And when you have takers for each of those items, then you go ahead and order the Cloud9 collection with the things that they picked out, and then you go ahead and ship it to them when it gets to you. Hope that makes sense. And that's probably one of the only times that I actually use stock photos in my VIP group. If I can help it, I try and stay away from graphics because, like I said, they want to see that it's a real person behind your group. I try to follow the 80-20 rule. I'm not always super good about that. I try to not to post too much about products. But the best kinds of posts are the silly little ones like, what do you call the end of the loaf of bread? I don't know how many of you have seen that one before, but that one always gets a lot of interaction. Or the one like, what kind of food, which of these could you give up for a year? Pizza, hamburgers, whatever. So any kinds of little interactive posts that you find, those are great for your VIP group. And the reason being is the more people you can get to comment on things, the more likely your future posts are going to show up in their news feeds and draw them into your group. Make sure you're doing value-added posts. Run polls. Ask people what they want to see demos on. If someone wants to know how to do a winged eyeliner, those are always super popular. what kinds of foundations are best for their skins. They don't have to be salesy posts at all. It can all be very helpful stuff. Videos go over really well, and videos are great because they usually automatically play in someone's newsfeed when they're scrolling through, so that usually gets attention. I don't know how many of you know Cara Lewis Newton. You probably do. She's pretty famous in the unique world, but she runs what are called series in her VIP group, and it's just basically like it's like a launch party over and over and over again. I don't know if that makes sense. She does different themes, but she draws different customers in that way. That's something that I'm planning on trying to be better at, is doing those series where you do a theme for a week. But anyway, if you don't know who she is, or if you don't know about her series, go look her up on YouTube. She's got some great information. And I think that's all I have. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to speak up. Can we unmute people?
Yeah, if you have a question, just unmute yourself and go ahead and ask.
Hopefully I covered everything.
Some great
Anyone
ideas.
wants to know.
Anybody? All right. Well, just some fun points that Katie made. I just want to reiterate was again that she talked about like adding content and value to those groups. So it's not going to be just about spewing unique over and over again, but making it something that's interactive and fun, and you're building like a community and a place that those people want to be.
Oh, and one thing I wanted to add was to make sure that anytime someone orders from you, that you ask them if it's okay or if they want to be added to your VIP group. I've never had anybody say no, because nobody is going to turn down a good sale.
Great idea.
And you know that that is the only place that you can run sales and specials is in that private group or in a private party.
And those groups are a great way too, like you said, you know, if you're doing online parties for other hostesses, and a lot of times as you're building your business, those hostesses become people that you don't even know because you met them at another online party. And so it's a great way to collect those customers that have purchased from those online parties after you, like you said, after you send them that thank you note for that purchase. Then, you know, a few days or a week later, just make a note on your calendar to add them to that group, or ask for permission. I personally, I love, like you mentioned, asking permission before adding somebody to a group. Like you said, I don't like when people just randomly add me to something when it's salesy. So, all right.
Something that was okay when we first started because it wasn't so prevalent.
Right.
Now that all of the direct sales companies are doing it, it's kind of getting out of hand.
Yeah, everybody copied us, man. All right.
Oh, one more thing I was going to say is it's a great place to look for hostesses too. Like you mentioned hostesses. Once a month I'll post. I'm filling up my February calendar and give them incentives to host, because that's something you can't do on your personal wall.
Great idea. All right. Raise your hand if you have any questions. We good? That means Katie did an excellent job of explaining her VIP groups and her Beauty Base group. Fabulous. I'm so grateful to you for volunteering to share that information with us. And we just love hearing from our other, leaders and presenters in our group. So until next week, we'll have something fun. If you guys have any ideas or things that you want to learn more about, be sure to post about it on the Girls Gone Styled team page so we can definitely have training on those topics that you guys want to hear about. All right, everybody go enjoy your Valentine's Day, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.